All right, today I thought I'd do a little update on all the horses. Now that we have 10 and we're about to have 11, here is Miss Lennox. I'm keeping her turned out about 8 hours a day. She has an abscess on her front left. Luckily, it's nothing, like her left hind where her hoof fell off, but she's currently sound and we're just, letting her get all the food and stuff she can. But she's doing really good. And then this is how we feed the entire crew right now. We take a whole bunch of hay and we dump it all the way down. And then we have one bucket per horse. And a few of the horses that are food aggressive, they go up in the barn to eat. But most do pretty well, with the method that we have. But here we have Paloma, the first kill pen horse that I bought. She is a registered quarter horse, and I actually know her previous owner. She ended up in a kill pen by the lady that owned her got scammed, essentially. Now the problem we have with her, I've had her for about 3 years, is this melanoma, and it's all up under here. It's all up under here. It's all over her. Oh, and it's inside of her mouth. So right now, how did this get here? Right now, the goal is to keep her comfortable and see when it spreads. Okay, we have Juniper. Juniper is a 15-year-old off-track thoroughbred. She technically was not a rescue. I bought her off of the Indiana Grand when her career ended. Oh, you got a little knot right here. I'm about to give her a thoroughbred cut again. But I restarted her. She's a really, really good, fun horse. I've enjoyed her a lot. And then Ravina, I've had her for 2 years now. She came from the Allen, Michigan kill pen. And I didn't believe it at first when they said that she's a Frisian, but she was. Her issue is her hind ankles. Even though she's sound on them, they're kind of a funny angle and they tend to swell up. So I think that's how she ended up at a kill pen. But man, is she beautiful. And I do ride her lightly. Goat, there's Banshee. And then I have to remember that Lily Rosa right here is blind on her right side. I kind of forgot today and I went up to pet her. Hey, beautiful. But she knows to swing her head around and look. Hey, gorgeous. She is so good, and she has adapted so well to all the horses out here. Normally it takes a lot longer, but she's kind of heading to be a top mare. So here we have Caradwin. I got her from before the end of the line. If y'all know that place in Canfield. She is supposed to be a Morgan Frisian cross. She looks more Morgan to me, but I'm really tall. She's 15'1", and I have ridden her, and she's a lot of fun to ride. And she is currently sound. Lady Andra, if you're wondering why some horses are blanketed and some aren't, the weather went up to about 28 today, so the horses that don't really need it, I'm taking off. Hey, here's Romeo. He's the oldest horse that we have here. He's about 10. And he is a Percheron Dell's pony. He is actually registered as a sports pony of America, even though he's like 15'3". Sort of funny. All right, and then Lady Andra, one of our more recent rescues. I've had her for 8 months. She's sway back, adorable, and has no front teeth from EOTRH. All right, and then we have Vanaday. Vanaday was also known as Blaze Walker at the Stroud Kill Pen. I have had her since October. And she's the one that has cellulitis. I have been alternately bandaging this left hind. And it does get puffy after about 12 hours of not being bandaged, so I'll re-bandage it. But it is a combination of lymphangitis and cellulitis. So the swelling is always going to come and go. her being active is the best thing that we can do. Keeping her turned out, riding her or lunging at least every other day during the summer. And I love to ride her, so that's a great deal for both of us. She is a thoroughbred with the temperament of a senior quarter horse. She is just the coolest horse, but the leg does worry me. And then we have poor Haldora. I just took her blanket off. Her condition, I talked to my vet about it. She's got the big old belly. Her top line isn't that terrible. She's got the skinny neck. So she's missing most of her back molars. And there's not a whole lot we can do about it. Her front teeth, incisors, are fine. As you could tell, she is eating like crazy. But she's the only horse that we have right now that I consider underweight. And it's not horrible, like I said, but you can take a look at her top line. But I'm working so hard on it, and I'm pulling her in the stall and feeding her mash 3 times a day on top of everything. She's stocking up a bit, but anyways, today is beautiful. I sound really stuffy because it's been like 0 degrees or less for a solid week now, but the horses are all happy and it finally warmed up a little bit. So I thought I'd just take this moment to show off the beautiful horses and this beautiful day.